How are you going to find your next deal? I know it seems like the hardest thing out there, but I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to find an amazing deal. So the easiest way to find a deal is contacting a local real estate agent, handsome one like myself, all right? Have them set you up on a custom home search that's going to send you emails immediately when a property that fits your criteria hits the market. Once you find a real estate agent that you'd like to work with, or if you're a real estate agent like myself, then you're going to have MLS access, and the MLS stands for multiple listing service. This is where you're going to find all of the deals that are currently active in the real estate market as a whole. Now, I know many people say you can't find a good deal on the MLS, and I totally disagree. There are many great deals to be found on the MLS. You got to do a little extra digging, a little extra work, but you can find them and you can actually create them. And remember, a good deal is not found, it is made. You have to get creative with your deal structures. Once you're in the MLS, within each MLS listing, there are agent remarks, and these agent remarks will often give you insight into more details about the seller's situation. Now, some of the key phrases you want to be looking out for are an as-is sale. They're a motivated seller. It's a trustee or a probate sale. Phrases like this are going to give you an upper hand. As an investor, you have to know what these terms mean, and once you do, you'll be able to leverage that to ultimately get yourself a better deal. So the more information that you have, it's always better. It's always going to give you a better understanding of how to approach this specific seller and give them what they're looking for. It will also give you a better understanding of what a fair offer will look like in the seller's eyes. For example, I talked about an as-is sale. So when you see it's strictly as is in the agent remarks, this often means that the seller is either not motivated to make any repairs, they are, tired of the property, they don't want to do anything else, or they put enough money into the property already to say, hey, I'm done. I'm not going to do any more work here. As an investor, this can lend us an opportunity to get in at hopefully a lower price because the seller already knows there's work to be done on the property. This is one instance where you can come in, look at the MLS, see the agent remarks, get insight as to what the seller is looking for or why they are motivated to sell the property, and leverage that to your advantage in order to get a better deal. Option number 2 is something known as outbound leads. Outbound leads are anytime you are putting in the effort to reach out to somebody hoping to secure that listing or that buyer, whatever it may be. I like to call this trading time for leads. If you're a newer, younger agent like myself, oftentimes your sphere of influence isn't large enough to generate you enough business year over year to keep you afloat. So what's going to happen is you have to do outbound leads. That's cold calling, that's door knocking, that's driving for dollars. You don't have to spend much money to generate these leads. However, you are giving up a lot of your time. Outbound lead generation is one of the biggest things everybody hates doing, and you cannot look at it through that lens. Oftentimes, I hear agents say outbound leads are death by 1,000 paper cuts. They keep getting rejected. It's no, 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 and you can't handle it. That can't be how you look at this situation. Outbound leads, every no gets you closer to a yes, okay? It's a yes by 1,000 no's. It might take you 1,000 no's to get to that yes, but once you do get to that yes, oftentimes it's much easier to double end a deal. If you find someone that's willing to sell their property and you already have a buyer or an investor in mind for that property, it's an easy match, super simple. You can do it off market. You can get better terms for the seller. They'll be happy. Your investor's going to be happy. As an agent, I get to make my commission, so everyone is happy. All right, what is option number 3? Option number 3 are inbound leads. This is where everyone wants to be, but essentially this takes a lot of time to get your systems in place, or if you have a marketing campaign and a budget, it does take a lot more money. This is more of the trading money for leads type of scenario. So you can have mailers, you can have pay-per-click ads, you can have referral network, anything where a lead is coming to you where you did not have to do the reach out to them. Ideally, when your inbound lead system is in place, you're going to have a consistent flow of leads sent to your inbox or sent into your Google ads or whatever it may be. If they're filling out a form for your pay-per-click ads, then you immediately have their information. You can go ahead and reach out to them or just start direct marketing to them. This style of lead generation, it just takes a lot of consistency and oftentimes a little bit of money. For instance, if you're doing mailers, you need to be doing roughly 7,000 to 10,000 mailers every single month or every 6 weeks. And that may take a little bit of money up front. However, over the course of 6 months to a year, your returns are going to be optimized. There is absolutely no easy way around it. It's extremely unfortunate. Nobody wants to spend $5,000, $10,000 and wait 6 months to really see a return on their investment. But the ones who are willing to wait, the ones who are willing to endure and go through that process are the ones that are ultimately come out the other side with a lot more money in their pockets. Now, realistically, early on in your investment journey, somewhat like myself, you're going to mostly be doing outbound lead generation. And why is this? I didn't get a trust fund. I don't have a ton of money sitting in the bank. So I got to use my time and my resources to go ahead and generate leads for me. As I've started to become a little bit more of a tenured investor and I have a little bit more cash in the bank, I set reserves aside to do marketing campaigns. Now, in an ideal world, once you have your inbound lead systems in place, it's going to take a little while, then you should be doing both inbound and outbound lead generation for the entire course of your investing career. All of you young investors out there have to understand that the best resource, the best currency that you have right now is the time on your hands and the energy that you wake up with each and every day. Now, you as a young investor who's trying to break into the real estate investment space, you don't deserve shit. You got to earn it. You got to pay your dues. No one likes paying their dues, but in every scenario, the investors that put in the time, the work, and the repetitions, they're going to be the ones reaping the rewards and going out on a yacht to Dubai, whatever it may be, buying their Lamborghini, driving it down the racetrack, all right? So pay your dues, put in the time, put in the effort, don't complain, get 1,000 no's to get you to that yes. You guys have absolutely no excuse. If you have a little bit of time on your hands each and every day, you can use free resources. So Deal Machine, all right, driving for dollars. This is a totally free app. Check it out. I promise you're going to love it. County Records. This is open source, public information. So go check it out. Okay, you can find foreclosures. You can find probates. You can find houses that burn down. You can find divorces. All of these things that might motivate someone to sell their property and sell it now. So go check it out today. And that'll get you one step closer to acquiring your first property and building your first ADU. It's been Mr. ADU teaching you how to ADU.